Hey, hello out there. Hi my people. Hi, karibuni tena. Jambo, I hope mko salama. I hope you're all doing fine. So welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. And please, I'll just kindly request you to, of course, watch my videos and share them. And please subscribe to my YouTube channels. Of course, give thumbs up to my videos and help me grow my channel, and I will of course appreciate you very much. So karibuni, nataka tuanze. I just want us to start with what we're going to be talking about. So I want us to talk about what it is that the Danish people, the Danish citizens, have an access to for free in their own country, Denmark. So I will just discuss but a few. Kuna vitu zenye huku hivi Denmark ziko assured for free kwa watu wa Danish, kwa the Danish citizens. So now I'm going to start with the first one, and that is education, masomo. So education is for free. Talking about school, we're going to start with the pre-unit, and that is, I call it class 0. That is the name that I gave it until I know the exact name that they call this class 0, which is according to me pre-unit, the pre-unit. So kutoka pre-unit, so now that is basically the starting of the education system anywhere. My report is based on public facilities, because of course expect that there are private sectors and private facilities where you need to pay for the same services, but I'm not dwelling on that. I'm only dwelling on public facilities, public schools. So mark you, it's only about the public school. Education is for free. It's a government given, it's authority given, and so the child is gonna start schooling, and they're not paying for anything, including the books. Yes, so it's gonna be free, and that also includes the transport to their schools. So if they're gonna take trains or buses to their schools, if their schools are far away from where they are staying, they will not be needed to pay themselves from their own pockets. It's gonna be the government that will cater for that. Now we're gonna go to the next one, and it's a bit connected to the education, because it's also something about education in one way, and that is the library. So the Danish people, the Danish citizens, yes, wakaaji wa Denmark, they access the library for free. Hakuna kulipa. The services in the library are for free, except if you want to print some documents after you've been browsing and you finally decide to do a printout of a document, then you're gonna pay some small amount. So now the library is for free, in that you can access the internet for free. Internet inakuwa ni free, una browse for free. Now when it comes to books and other of course documents that you want to borrow home, unajua kwa library you can always lend a book to go read home. You can lend CDs, so that is for free, absolutely free. So the only thing you have to do is to register with them, that of course umebeba kitabu fulani or a given CD or whatever it is that you want to carry home. Alafu sasa you will return in a duration of like a month. So without paying an amount, you can just have them at home with you, and then you will bring them later when you have, of course, read through whatever it is that you took with you. So that was number 2, and now we're gonna go to the third one, and that is the national parks. So visiting of the national parks is mostly for free in Denmark. Now the parks are those special areas that have been reserved, yes, and of course for animals, yes, and trees, and of all that, so that they are not residential areas. They are only meant for animals to stay in, and for for trees to grow naturally, and rivers and all that. Yes, so those are the parks, the national parks, of course. So now the citizens can access, so not only citizens, even if you're a tourist, I think you can always also access them for free. Go in there and just take walks. Of course, it's always so amazing to take walks in those places. There are very big trees, indigenous trees, that have grown for years in there, and it's just amazing to be in there. And there are several animals, whatever animal that you're lucky to see. So that one you're not going to pay for it. Now another amazing thing is that you can visit the palace surrounding region, or the palace surrounding area, for free. The palace surrounding area, that is the place where the queen is at, that is in the capital city. So now that place you can visit it for free. The surrounding area, of course, I meant um, the the area around the palace. You can always go there, take a walk, and see what is there, see the things that are in there, the museum and all that, and that is going to be for free. You won't have to pay anything. So now we have talked about education, library, and now we go library and the national parks. Now we go to the hospitals. Now the hospitals are also for free. For both minors and of course the adults, it's for free for both of them. And let's talk about the minors and the hospital. So now, just like any other place, when the child is born, of course they undergo vaccinations, of course, yeah, and they need some checkups. So now for the children here, the checkups are actually done from a few days after birth, and there is coming a specialist at home to check on them, so that you don't need to carry them to the hospital yourself. So someone is coming at home to make sure that they're eating the correct diets, and so that they are, of course, sucking the breast in the right way and all that things, and that they are healthy. Yes, so taking care of them, general care. And later you take them to the hospital for vaccinations. Now the vaccinations are also done in all other countries, and that's also for free, I guess, in most of the countries. So from there, then they're of course gonna check on their tooth later when they have their tooth growing, if the tooth formula is okay, if the roots are okay, of course the tooth gums, yeah. And now later to do the tooth uprooting. So that's all for free until they are 18 years. Their teeth can be checked and taken care of in the hospitals in Denmark for free. Now for the adults, and both adults and the minors, now hospital admissions are for free. The beds, the foods and the fluids, and of course it's very good foods, and of course nice fluids. Hospitals here are very, very much well facilitated. Everything is there. So there's an assurance of health, good health, because then everything that's needed is there. Hospitals being for free, that includes also major operations, minor and major operations, whatever kind of operations that one needs or surgeries that one needs, it's done for free. And of course they have the latest kinds of operation systems or surgery systems. Another thing that a Danish citizen will be assured of, yeah, and that comes as a security, of course, yeah. So it's free money from the government when you are jobless. So as a citizen, if you are jobless, you're gonna get some relief, and that is going to be through money, and that money will be able to cater for your costs, of course, to pay for your bills, and to get you food and all that. So that gives you an assurance of that you're not going to end up in the streets, because that nyumba yako imefungwa. Unajua kama uko job hakuna mtu ataelewa. Landlords don't understand that you're not working, they don't care, they just need their rent. So unaona sasa ukipata hiyo relief, of course utalipa rent, you will pay rent, outa starve, you won't starve, and you won't go empty stomach, which is very, very unconducive. So now kama hauna job, you end up being jobless at some point, because sometimes you lose the job, or something happens, or there is no job available at the moment. So now at that time the government goes into its pocket, ile pesa ya Wadanish yenye wamekuwa wakitoa taxes inatumika vizuri sana sana sana. So now inakuja time sasa ya parent, because the government is like a parent to the people. Yes, it's like a parent to the people. So now the government is now going back to the pocket, getting some money and helping the citizens that are jobless, so that they can sustain themselves during the difficult time of joblessness. crimes will be less, because you know you are jobless but you're still paying for your bills. Why would you think about getting money or getting something from someone in a you know, in a criminal way, yeah? Until another job comes by, you still can pay for your bill. So therefore you are relaxed and you won't need to overwork your mind, even to an extent of deciding to do things that are not, yeah. So we're gonna talk about the retired persons. The retired persons now, they are not working anymore. They are past the working age limit, and so now they have to stay home. The government is giving pensions to each and every citizen, Danish citizen that has retired. Now remember that this amount is an amount that can cater for the, of course, paying of the rent, yeah, paying of the fuel for the car, buying food, like every day need is catered for. So you can always access everything else that you've been accessing even when you have been working. So you are just living a normal life and you're not gonna suffer. So now is another thing that I'll mention, also something to do with these retired persons. Now the retired persons, remember that some are more aged, and so some are not feeling well, some cannot take care of themselves, right? So now these people, the government has taken it upon themselves to send these social workers that go and help them with house cleaning, of course, cleaning themselves, cleaning the people that are sick or not feeling well, people that cannot do things for themselves. So the government sent people to these homes and they go there and assist them with everything, even to a point of giving them food, bringing foods for them. You know, inafika point pia wakati mwingine inakuwa hata wewe mwenyewe unaona hii nyumba mimi sizani nayo. Sasa ikifika hiyo point sasa tena unachukuliwa. There are special homes for these old people where they go and live like they are living in their own homes. Now the only difference is that unaishi wengi, you're living with others, but still you're still living there, you're eating your food, you're taking your meals, you're taking your medications if need be, and you're also clean, very clean. So that is a good thing. And so now I want to remind you that that is for free, because we're only talking about things that can be accessed for free by the Danish citizens, services that can also be accessed for free by the Danish citizen. Now we go to the next one, and that is about for the mentally challenged people, the insane or mad people. Now those people, in most of the countries, they end up being in the streets, you know, abandoned in the streets and begging, and others you know, doing strange things out there because they cannot take care of themselves. Now here in Denmark, they are taken care of. They have homes, of course, and that is the government are doing all that. So they have homes where they can sleep. They have homes where they can wash themselves, shower. And remember that if it's so bad that they cannot do it for themselves, there's someone who's gonna do it for themselves, and they are being paid. And now they sleep there, so it's like a home. Rather than going in the streets and just being in the streets. So they are being taken care, their meals are being taken, medications, if some are taking medicines, they make sure that they take their medications, and so they have a place to call a home, and this is for free. Such services are paid for in most of the countries, but not in Denmark, and I'm sure it's also the same in different countries, especially in Europe. So that is it in Denmark, and the mentally challenged people have places to call homes, and they are staying there and they are taken care of, and that's all for free. The only thing that a human being should always be worried about is their own health, and when health facilities are offering free services, then it is the best thing ever. When you live knowing that in case of anything, in case I'm falling ill, yes, I'm gonna get help. Now, do I have money to get this help? No. Do I need the money? No. that is the best thing. But living knowing that without money you can easily die of a small illness, it's really stressing. So I would say Denmark as a country, Denmark as a parent, because like I said earlier, the country is the home. The country is the home. Citizens or the residents are the kids, and now the authorities, the president, the whoever, the member of parliament and the prime minister and all that are the parents. So now it's a happy home when the parents are willing to help the child in any way, but not letting the child survive on its own. Denmark as a country is a good parent to its people, and yes, it is, and I really feel like it's gonna be really good if this kind of things also end up happening in our own countries back in Africa, and I am sure that it will end up in the same way. God knows when, but it's gonna come to be. So now we have come to the end of the video, because there's no more to discuss, and I will be coming again with more and more. Expect different topics from different things, and so very soon I'll be talking about something else, and it won't take more than a week before I'm back. And so thank you very much for watching, thank you for tuning in, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking and sharing. I'm so grateful, and please allow me say bye bye until next time. Kwaherini watu wangu, kwaherini, asanteni sana kwa kunishika mkono. Kwaherini, bye bye, next time, bye.